Hey there, my little shadows, it's me again, your master, the Shadow Reader, here today to provide you all with yet a brand new, delicious video. And what specific video? Well, a series that I haven't done in quite a long-ass fucking time. And that is the Creepypasta, commentary videos. Yeah, that's exactly what they were. Seriously, it's been a long-ass time since I've done one of these videos. And what better way to do them, what better way to sit there and revamp this than to sit there and narrate an obvious shit pasta. Now, all the other pastas that I've read were stories that either were supposed to be meant to be taken seriously, or even if they weren't meant to be taken seriously, were just god-awful in every which way possible. So let's actually sit there and take a little step back and actually read a story that was actually intentionally made to be bad. Now, this isn't a troll pasta by any means. Troll pastas are usually meant to kind of make fun of certain tropes and everything. This is something that is just a flat-out crappy pasta story. And that's not really much of a surprise in my own end, given the fact that I've narrated plenty of these godforsaken stories, hence the reason why I hate doing these. But I love doing these kinds of videos for you guys because you all seem to enjoy them. So, what god-awful level of abominable cringe are we going to be jumping into this time around? Well, none other than Caillou's Family Secrets. Now, a little fun fact, some of you have actually been wanting me to go back and do that Caillou Family Secret funny version that I did. I'm gonna flat out state that I completely ad-libbed that whole thing years back when I did it. I had all the time in the world to do it. I considered going out of my way and rewriting it, but to be fair, I don't think I really want to do that given the subject matter and everything that I was kind of throwing in. I mean, look, I understand that it was meant primarily for shits and giggles and everything, but sitting there and just kind of throwing in what I did, especially with it being a Caillou story, just doesn't exactly sit well with me. So, what better way to sit there and kind of do something a little bit similar than to rip this story a brand new one, like I tend to do on these kinds of videos, and sit there and just go out of our way and just have the best kind of time that we can have. So, and with that being said, let's get on with Caillou Family Secrets. Although, technically, the original story itself was actually meant to be Caillou's Family Secrets, so already, wonderful. Here we go. Does anybody remember the television show on PBS, Caillou? Yeah? I mean, I shit you not, I grew up with that series. I grew up with that show. Surprisingly enough, I'm gonna go out of my way and say that I actually never really hated the show. I mean, I can definitely see why a lot of people hated it. I mean, even now, I'm not a fan of it by any means necessary, but yeah, I remember it. I grew up with it. Not fun. It was a show about a little kid who goes on all these places and deals with real-life situations. Okay? There was an unaired episode that was so fucked up that I had to tell someone about it. Alrighty, here we go. We already got that. We already got this. There was an unaired episode that was so fucked up I had to tell someone. Now, before I get into this, I'm gonna leave a little bit of a disclaimer here before any one of you continue on watching this video. This pasta I have read before, not on this. Well, I have read it on the channel before, but in this case, I'm redoing it. So, just a warning to all of you, this is gonna be one fucked up creepypasta reading. I mean, I've narrated a lot of other fucked up stories on this channel, but but this one, like, basically takes fucked up and just throws it up times 11. I mean, you'll see why, but if you're not comfortable about that kind of thing, and if you don't want to listen to that, or you're not of age to listen to this, click off the video and go watch something else. Go watch any of my other god-awful cringeworthy content that I barely seem to upload. Go on ahead and watch any of that, or go watch something else. Honestly, I'm sure there's plenty of other YouTube channels that probably do a much better job than I honestly ever will. Let's continue on. Get disclaimer out of the way. Well, I used to work for... Oh, yeah. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know of this unaired episode? Well, I used to work at PBS Studios. Yeah, you did. Of course you did. There was a man who was a lead animator for a Caillou special, which was supposed to revive the struggling franchise in 2008. His name was Daniel. He would work day after day in an isolated room, designing a special that would, quote-unquote, blow our minds. I'm... Oh, God. And as he said, he indeed blew our minds, but not in an amazed way, in a sick, twisted way. I wonder how that's going to work out. I find it hilarious how he says it's gonna blow our minds. Honestly, this entire thing, I don't think would have sat there and blown anyone's mind. It probably would have blasted everybody's ribs from laughing so fucking badly. Okay. One day he rounded up the cast and crew of the show to watch his final product. He probably did that with a gun or something. Probably like, all right, everybody, I just made this brand new Caillou episode. You guys are gonna go fucking watch it right now. I swear to fucking God, if you don't go out of your way, you don't watch this shit, I'm gonna blow your brains out. But isn't that a Nerf gun, Daniel? Shut the fuck up and watch it. I actually can see that being the case. I mean, come on. Anybody who knows anything about, you know, the whole animation thing is that the cast and crew don't watch something like this. I mean, like, you might get a couple of animators rewatching it, but I'm trying to talk logistics in a god-awful fucking creepypasta. What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay. He gave us 2 DVDs and then left for unknown reasons. He put the first DVD in to see our guaranteed masterpiece. Guaranteed masterpiece. Wow, that's... That's stroking your ego there a little bit, buddy, am I right? If only we knew what would befall. The first DVD started. It had the normal theme for Caillou, and it brought back memories of past episodes for me. I'm sure it was probably Vietnam flashbacks. A title card appeared, and it said, Family Secrets. The episode began with Caillou at a hospital, and his father was sitting beside him in a rocking chair. Our first look at Caillou was horrifying. He was on life support, and he looked pale, so oh my fucking God. Oh, so we're starting off with this now, aren't we? Wonderful. I know I've read this story before, but it really goes to say that this one from 1 to 100 really quickly. He was on life support, and he looked pale. Someone in a ghost-like form. Boo. I'm a ghost. He had a bandage on his right side of his face. He was doing a mixture of coughing and crying. Could you imagine that? Daddy! Daddy, it hurts so much. Me so much. He then asked his father a question. Daddy, why would you do that to us? Blarg! His father answered with, I don't know, son. I just The tape began looping. I. split. Got fucked up. And then he went to a shot of their house in a flashback, I presumed. Oh yeah, you presumed that. Wonderful. Caillou's mom was in the kitchen cooking something, and her husband walked in with a depressed and somewhat scary look. Oh yeah, like what? Like, oh dear God. He had dark rings under his eyes and he had no eyebrows. Let me guess, he was an emo, wasn't he? He was sobbing. The results, like so, came back from the hospital. Caillou has booty cancer. Oh my God, my mascara's running like OMG. This like his sobbing increased, and somehow his mother seemed unfazed. Oh, wonderful. You sit there and you find out that your kid has cancer and you don't seem to react. I wonder how this is gonna go out. Was she in shock? Amazement? Joy? Barbecue sauce? Who knows? She just walked out of the room and began dusting around the house, because that's a perfectly good reaction when you find out your kid's dying. She noticed her husband's wallet on the table of the living room. Inside of it, she saw a used oh my fucking... You can't be fucking serious. Inside of it, she saw a used condom that had semen drizzling from it. I'm sorry. Every time I read that, it fucking kills me. I mean, I know I said that this went from 1 to 100 real quickly. This didn't go from 1 to 100. This went from 1 to 1 fucking thousand. Jesus. Fuck, man. Oh my god. Imagine this actually fucking happened. God damn it. This story's fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. It prompted the man next to me to say, "What the hell?" Inside the wallet, there was a phone number that belonged to Miss Martin. Oh boy, insert the Caillou theorist coming our way. You know, there's actually a fun little thing. I'm going to detract from the pasta for a little bit, but there's actually supposedly a theory that Rosie is actually a bastard child between Miss Martin and Boris, Caillou's father, and that supposedly, in whatever way, shape, or form, Boris wound up cheating on Caillou's mom with Miss Martin, and then that's how they went. Wait, that doesn't make any... Oh my fucking god. Wait, I just realized how fucked up... No, it's... I realized how... Okay, if that was the case, if Caillou's dad did cheat on... Then how would... Does that mean that... I think my brain just 404'd. Oh my fucking gosh. How did that come into... How could that be... God. Oh god. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Caillou's mom confronted her husband and slapped him across the face with a condom. He must have really loved that. He then picked it up to throw at her. Oh god, that's fucking gross. And it missed and it stuck to the... Oh god, that's fucking nasty. Oh god. Oh, that's... Oh god, I didn't need that visual in my head. I didn't need that visualization of... Oh god, I fucking hate that part. It's so fucking gross. Alright. And this is when the confrontation started. What the fuck is this? Caillou's mom said in a German accent. I don't know, said his father. Said his father. Yes, you do, you man horse. It's not like I get from... Okay. It's not like I get any more... Oh, God, fucking kill me. Okay. It's not like I get any from you anymore since you had those fucking kids. I told you to... Oh, my fucking God. I told you to abort them. Hell, I would have shoved a vacuum cleaner into your... I would have... I can't read that part. What the fuck? I would have shoved a vacuum cleaner... Oh my fucking... Wow. That just gave me another... Oh my... No. No. I'm not visualizing that. I am not visually... I need a drink. I'll be right back. No! Okay, after having to deal with that, I'm finally back. Sorry about that, everybody. Hope I didn't bother you with that little intermission. I got my alcohol. I need this. Here's a little wine ASMR for all of you. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Oh god. Let's keep going. But no, you wouldn't let me, you stupid bitch. God damn it. Caillou's mother began to sob and cry and poop her pants. She put her hands over her eyes. Meanwhile, Caillou's dad went over to the crockpot that she had on the stove and... Wait, what the fuck? You don't put a fucking crockpot on a stove, you fucking dumbass! Who does that? Who puts a fucking... Who does that? He slammed it on the ground and their cat Gilbert fell. Oh my fucking gosh. Wow. Okay then. Can we just all admit right now that this story completely broke any sense of a rating at this point? I'm not even a third of the way done with this godforsaken story, and I already want to rip out my eyes. This is when the confrontation. Oh, never mind. They continued.
What the hell is this, you crazy sloot?
Caillou's father said.
Oh, I am the sloot, but you are the one sleeping with our son's teacher,
his mother said.
Well, excuse me if I think he has ADHD or some shit like that. Like, I don't care. He wouldn't have never passed normally, so I became the teacher and taught Mr. Martin reading, writing, and sucking my dick. You are the monster! Yeah, and you're an unlikable, dried up witch. No, with it.
Caillou's father ended the argument like that. This is fucking terrible. We were all in shock by what we had just heard. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Of course anybody would be in shock if they heard that. Oh my god, I'm now visual. Oh, no, nope. One of the other men began to look for Daniel. Caillou's mom lifted her hands and her face and her eyes were poop brown. She took a knife from the kitchen and stormed past her husband and ran out the door. You know, honestly, if I was in that situation, I probably would have gone out of my way and stabbed the fuck out of him and just, I don't know, maybe sat there and buried his body in the backyard or something. I don't know. Down from the stairs came Caillou and Rosie. They said, "Daddy, why were you and Mommy yelling? Blarg." He responded by saying, "Because your mother has lost her fucking mind." The next thing was Caillou's mother bursting open the door in the preschool. Miss Martin saw her poop eyes and she said, "Oh shit!" Oh god. Sorry everybody. I'm reading into this. Caillou's mom saw the kids around her. She ordered them to line up against the wall, Ms. Martin included. The first one to go was Leo. He was stabbed in the back and had his spine ripped out, Mortal Kombat style. His guts fell from a pile with steam lines above it. She went on to stab Clementine, Emma, and Xavier. She then went up to Ms. Martin and cut her head off and ripped her. Oh my fucking god. I can't read that. Okay. She then put her severed head inside. Oh my god. We were all terrified at this point. The cast left and so did the crew did too. There were only 2 other people and meh. Caillou's mom went back to the house. Caillou and his dad were in the basement, but Rosie wasn't there. She went into her room to sleep. Caillou's mom went upstairs and saw her daughter sleeping. She then put a pillow over her head and farted on top of it. Turns out that she had Del Taco the night before. And apparently oh my god. Turns out that she had Del Taco the night before. And yeah, that was enough to kill her. Rosie was dead. And then cut to an intermission that had the puppies from the original seasons. What we saw them do was really fucked up. Okay, I'm gonna try and read this straight. Rexy the blue dinosaur was having butt sex. Oh my god. Rexy the blue dinosaur was having butt sex. Rexy the blue dinosaur was having butt sex with Teddy for 5 whole minutes until Dee Dee the squirrel came up with a chainsaw. Oh my god. Oh god. I don't know how. Oh my god. I'm visualizing that. Oh, you know something? Teddy was probably going,
Oh, harder, Daddy.
what? Oh god, no. Oh, sorry. The screen faded to black with screams of terror and sounds of a chainsaw and moaning that went, oh yeah, shove it up my ass, Rexy. I'm gonna pretend I didn't say that. It went back to the show. Caillou's mom slaughtered his grandparents and was wearing the face of Caillou's grandma as a mask. Leatherface, anybody? I almost shit myself. In fact, I did. So much hot, creamy poopy went all over the place. The cops abruptly showed up and tried to put Caillou's mom in handcuffs. She then stabbed the officer in the throat and began to eat him.
Oh yeah, this cop tastes so good. I must eat more. Sick Isle. Oh, so good. The taste of man flesh.
Another officer took out a double-barrel shotgun and blew the top of her head off. And then cut to a picture of Caillou's mom's head blown off, but the bottom half remained there. Her tongue was flapping out of their head like... Her eyes could be seen in all of the mess, staring blankly at everybody. And then cut to a fraction of a second of words on the screen. We rewound the DVD and paused it, and it said, I am coming for you, you crazy bitch. And then immediately cut back to the hospital. Caillou was having surgery to remove the tumor from his body. They had to take his right eye out, and oh dear God, it couldn't be taken out of the body. The medical equipment they used was also dirty, so the eye was infected. And then cut back to the original scene, and Caillou's dad was still saying, your fucking eye. His eye was deformed and grotesque beyond belief, but it literally just stated that it was bandaged. Oh my God. Okay. This it's almost over. It's almost over. He rushed towards Caillou, but the medical staff came to stop him. He was near a window. I can't take it anymore. My family killed my spirit and my ass. I'm gonna go die with it. He then jumped out of the window like a pretty little princess and fell to his death. Caillou then took his last breath. Fortnite is gay. And passed away. The DVD ended. We took the DVD and the unwatched one, which said Family Secrets commentary on it, and threw them in the garbage. Yeah, wonderful. We later found out that Daniel had murdered his wife but was never found. Let me clarify that the DVDs were not destroyed. Why wouldn't you go out of your way and do that? They're still out there somewhere. If you see any DVD with Family Secrets or Family Secrets commentary on them... Okay, here we go. This is the cringeworthy ending. Do not watch them. For the love of God, do not watch them, or else you will suffer the sexy consequence at the end. You know, if I actually had the audacity, if I ever found something like that, fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch that shit. Of course I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna sit there and just die laughing. like I did today. Alright. That was Caillou's Family Secrets. A story that literally went from 1 to 1 fucking thousand. Actually, no, you know what? No. Dear mother of fuck, I'm literally looking at this. I'm looking at the comment sections on this, but... This fucking comment section is just pure ass cancer. I mean, I'm just gonna sit there and read some of these to you. There's like a very few number of sensible comments here. It's like, I love how no one in the comments knows how to spell. No one says, I love, like, who it just swears the whole time. I know it's trying to enunciate swearing. This one says, oh my god, I'm losing brain cells doing this. Oh my, what the fuck is this? Did this person have a heart attack sitting there and writing this shit? This one says, for you. Another one says, TFGHYED, Hergaferga. Oh my god, I hate this fucker. One person says, bruv. What, hello? This one, it's like, why did they do this? Number 2, creepy as heck. And 3, I'm not watching it again. This is the fucking reason why the internet should literally have a fucking age limit. You shouldn't be allowed to be on the damn internet unless you're at least fucking 18 years old, people. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but seriously, we don't need fucking children commenting in these kind of godforsaken things. Jeez, I hate kids. Not all of them, but a grand majority of them. Another one says, that's scary. Okay, you little 4-year-old. I'm acting like a major asshole. This one right here really boils my blood. Sounds scary, but interesting. Want to see where I can find the DVDs on at. It's a fucking creepypasta, a shitty one at that, you dumb little 8-year-old fuckwit. It is not real. Creepypastas are never real. Get off the internet and go play outside for 5 fucking minutes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I literally don't know if I should read this one because this is literally the most fucked up thing. It's literally an 8-year-old. The person literally states that they're 8-year-old. Oh my god. Now, this one I actually like. This lacks the comedy of even trying to sound serious, and becomes boring because it's so over the top. It isn't funny because it tries to be funny. Also, who the hell puts a used condom in their wallet? This and the failed humor strengthens my theory that it was written by a 13-year-old who thinks cartoon characters swearing and killing is funny. It doesn't understand condoms. I fucking agree with this comment. Another one says, OMG, scary as creepypasta. I hope he's writing that ironically. And that's literally about it. I mean, the rest of them are like, holy shit, oh! Or whatever the fuck. I literally just throw in the memes at this point. But, yeah, that was Caillou's Family Secrets. Exactly what look, what's really there to say, people? What's honestly there to say? I mean, it was funny at times, but I can certainly agree that if this was trying to be a funny little story, it did not do a good job at all. I mean, with some exceptions, of course, but outside of that, it's basically just a major fucked up story for the sake of being fucked up. If this was written by, like, a troll or something, then I can excuse that end, you know, because, again, that's kind of what people like that do. They make fucked up stories just to screw with people, and if that's the case, that's fine, but what even is this story? I can't even come up with a proper rating. Because this whole thing, I mean, I've read this story a good bit. I've listened to this on Dave the Useless's channel, and it's never affected me as much as it is now. Given the fact that I'm actively going out of my way and rereading this story, and, you know, trying to provide as best comedy as I can. I know that traditionally how these videos tend to go out, I normally would go off and, like, talk about the grammar and everything, but here's my primary criticism that I have with this story. There's way too much going on. Nothing about the story, with some exceptions, was actually kind of funny. If this was meant to be like a funny story, it doesn't do well because everything just kind of is... It literally throws itself at you all at once. Another problem, too, with this kind of thing is that it just includes an unnecessary, god-awful level of shock for the sake of shock. Now, I'm not opposed to shock being included in a story or something like that. I mean, even if it is for the sake of kind of being fucked up to some degree, okay, that it's very debatable on that end, but still. I mean, this whole thing basically is just the person trying to get a reaction out of the audience in question. I mean, I know that you're not supposed to take stories like these seriously, and I'm not. I just think that overall, if this had been spaced out a little bit better, then this actually probably would have been a lot more funnier and a lot more, I don't know, compiled properly, I guess. But that's really the only critiquing I have to say about it. I mean, the grammar is actually really, really good, which is a very huge positive with stories like these. I mean, I know that in the long run, grammar really shouldn't be exactly that, but if you've read creepypastas like these in the past, if you've read fucking hell, I can't talk. If you've read as many creepypastas as I have, you'll know for a full-on fact that stories like these usually tend to come with extremely terribly piss-poor, god-awful grammar. So, it's props to the author for at least making sure of it to have good grammar. So, there is that. Outside of that, I don't really have much else more to say about it, other than what I've just said. I mean, the story was just... It exists. That's all I can say. It exists. It was funny at parts, but it just exists. That's all I can say. I can't give it a rating because there really is no rating I can give it. I don't want to give it a high rating because it's really not that high quality, but I don't want to give it a low rating because there at least was an attempt at actively trying to put in some level of effort, and I will give credit where credit is due on that end. Outside of that, there just isn't much else I can say. So, with that stated, let's go ahead and wrap up this video, and let me just preface this by saying that this is only my own personal opinion. That's all I have to say. If you disagree with it, that's perfectly fine, too. We're all entitled to our own opinions. I had, like, at least a full glass of wine. Surprisingly enough, I didn't need to sit there and drink more than 2, so that's a major record. Which is kind of surprising given the amount of shock value that this pasta had. I'm surprised I didn't sit there and bring the entire bottle with me. Regardless though, everyone, I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I do apologize if this wasn't exactly the most traditional style of videos that I usually tend to make when it comes to making videos like these, but don't worry, they will be returning in due time. So yeah, thanks again for watching today's video, you guys, and what did you guys think about this creepypasta? I'll leave it linked down in the description box below for you guys to go out of your way and give it a shot. And like always, roll the outro because I'm fucking out.
In fear and surprise as your eyes widen, your mouth goes dry with each battered breath. You try to scream, your mind begs to leave, glued to your computer screen. The killers they slash, the tapes burn and crash. The cartridge you bought will be your final haunt. The rituals of hate will seal your fate. The tears you shed will be from the fear-gripping horror-driven nightmarish gore-filled, terrorizing, hateful, burning, violent, rage-inducing, knife-slashing, blood-splattering, silent screams. Only time will tell if you will escape this online hell. Your horror-filled obsessions will come with its own regressions. Your pathetic screams will not be heeded in any way, because your nightmares will come at any day.